Oh my god.
Oh.
That is so perfect. So
This is just perfect.
Nancy with it.
Nancy.
Oh, come here. Let me scare you. With...
Nancy.
Yes, I see. Oh.
He had no idea.
No clue. I don't have nomophobia. I know both of you may have it.
What do you think? Nomophobia?
Nomophobia. That's the fear of losing your phone.
Nomophobia?
That's right.
Why is it called that?
I think they've ran out of omos. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You're trying to get the phobia. You got phobia locked, but trying to come up with these acronyms that flow ahead of it is probably getting problematic.
Is that real, though? Like, I hear you, but I want to leave this episode thinking that it's nomophobia. I want you as my friend to let me know, is this a real thing?
As far as I know. As far as I know, it's real.
It's real?
I think.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody in this category, so fearful of losing their phone. Take a look at nomophobia. I can't.
And it's gone. Don't get it. There's nothing you can do. It's over. Don't grab it. Don't grab it. Don't grab that phone. Don't grab that phone, please. No, she won't. No, she won't.
It's so
No, she won't.
Man.
Somebody's calling at the same time.
If she's about to pick that, oh my God.
Man,
Who is
she's
calling?
really picking it up.
Who
It's
is
like,
Mom.
Mom doesn't know she's at Coachella right now.
Mom, I'm in Coachella and my phone in the
Oh my God.
You guys better love me because it was, oh my God, did I leave my phone? Oh my God. I'm so dumb, I'm recording on my phone.
Evel Knievel. Look at his face. He doesn't. That wasn't his phone.
Yo, but you know what?
That wasn't his phone.
He made his face like he knew that phone's about to fall and like kill someone.
It might have. That was not his phone, though.
Dude, that phone just fell out of the sky and knocked somebody out.
He was like, damn.
He's just so genuinely hurt. Like, his spirit is just so
This guy
hurt.
looks familiar, doesn't he? He's like,
He looks like Tim Tebow.
He does look like him.
Okay, that's it. It's Timmy Tebow. Okay, what? I don't even like your. Oh, it was in concrete. Oh. Okay, got it, man. Man, these phones are just indestructible. What?
No way.
Man.
He definitely got Apple Care.
Yeah, he's just trying to get the insurance. Like, oh, it didn't work. Oh, I dropped it again. There you have it for nomophobia. Welcome back to Ridiculousness. Give it up for our guest, Peyton Liss.
Yeah.
Okay, you also recently starred in the movie Hubie Halloween.
Yeah.
Starred loosely. Loosely use the word starred.
All right, well, you were in this movie.
Yes.
Being pretty scary, okay, being a little sketchy. Do you love Halloween? Do you like to dress up?
I love Halloween, actually. It's my favorite holiday.
Okay, what'd you go for this year?
I went as Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I can see that.
From within my house, in my living room.
Okay, so you just decided, I don't want to go for it, I'm not taking the risk. Your parents made you too paranoid to go to a Halloween party?
Well, my parents live a block away from me, but they're actually more casual than I am. I'm like, I'm worried about you guys, and they're like,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. I'm like, okay. It's reverse psychology. They've always done that to me.
Yeah,
Because my
yeah.
dad works in wine. It's like, oh, here, you compare a wine with your dinner in 5th grade. And I was like, I don't want to drink.
Yeah.
So it was.
Your dad said that in 5th grade. That's so funny.
So you to this day don't drink?
No, now I do. Now I do. But I waited a lot longer than the average teenager.
Man. Now, will you still get scared if you go to like some sort of haunted forest or haunted house?
Well, yeah, I like the sketchier places because
Yeah.
I feel a little like I feel like I'm gonna die genuinely when I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
someone could have snuck in through this horrible security and that's it.
Yeah, and you go into hardcore mazes where you're like now, like they trap you into a corner where you could die. Okay. And hey, look, I don't scream because it's like, you know, you know what I mean? Like I scream internally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would never show fear. Everybody in this category is not like me. Take a look at HALLOWEENIES. Don't do it to him. Get him. Oh,
He left his kids.
He went in the opposite direction.
you left your superheroes behind.
He left both kids immediately. She'll be all right.
Man, he let her die. Okay, there's no
Actually
other way
did.
around it.
This was real, she's dead.
Oh, look at this little Minnie Mouse. Oh. Okay, we ain't getting
Okay.
anything from here.
I love that the baby was less
I mean-
scared.
The baby pretended for the mom.
Yeah, like,
she did.
Yeah.
Literally watched the baby on the way back. She was like, I'll fake the hop step you're doing. Let's do it together. Okay.
She did, oh, we're scared. This is what we're supposed to do.
I admire her. I was on the prize. She
Yeah.
was not distracted.
I just wanted to come get some candy and you ruined it.
Horror movie.
That scared me.
Yeah. What part of the world is this?
This feels like a Europe joke.
Yeah. I like it.
Man, if it could just turn and chase, I like it. It's the type of fear we need. College, baby. Okay.
She already broke her arm, didn't she?
Broke her other arm. It's amazing. Tap out. Go back. She really does have a broken arm. Just trying to get through the holidays, man. Oh, got another one. There you have it for
like the smile on
Halloweenies. Okay, had a crazy year. When do the zombies show up?
I think they're already here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just waiting their turn.
Oh my God, and how are we gonna know they're zombies in a mask? Seriously.
You think the zombies are gonna wear a mask? You think the zombies are gonna be like, I don't want to
I
catch
mean,
COVID,
if they
I'm
don't,
dead.
they're gonna get in trouble, no?
But look, this category is dedicated to people pranking people like they're dead. Take a look at PRANKENSTEIN'S monster. Ah, yes.
He's digging his own grave.
Here's your job. Here's your job. You dig them up. You pull out the organs.
How long
I mean,
was
that's
he down
dedication. That's
2 days for this prank.
Man, you got a air tube
They
in there?
fed me
What
through
are
a
you doing?
straw.
Someone will eventually show up. It's gonna be so funny.
No, I'm not dead. I just hate my wife.
Oh. What the hell? All right. Yep.
Oh my God. Went crazy. Let's do it. Karen's karaoke.
Friday nights are for karaoke.
You want to join me? Let's do it.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay. I mean, it's just a substitute teacher making his tea.
Turn to page 9.
Okay, that was a little bit too easy. Okay. Like, why as an adult man am I still afraid of the dark sometimes?
Because the dark be scary sometimes.
dark's scary.
The light is where you should be.
It is. And it's like so weird to me if my wife is out of town and like I'm in the house, I got the kids, I live in a gated community with security.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was that? And
Yeah.
Are you still afraid of the dark sometimes?
I've always been so scared of the dark since I was little, and I'm gonna say that I think that that's why I let my mom live with me, is because of the dark.
Yeah, hey, we know you live in a place where like literally someone could wander through your window by accident. Not even looking for you, just like, this feels like a good house to get into. Let's see what's going on in here.
Yeah.
And then they pop into some pink room and they're like, what the
Room.
Well, look, everybody in this first category, they're afraid of the dark. Take a look at Darkness Dread. Let's get down in this tunnel.
First of all, he's not dressed for this.
No, you're dressed for like a long jog.
Yeah,
Okay.
you really are.
You're a hobby marathon runner. You should not be with a light headpiece in a
The
tunnel.
light headpiece is like, you know he ordered it too. I was afraid of my shadow to run up too.
Man, look, that's more than a shadow. That's like a giant dinosaur attack.
What is that? Oh, it's a kangaroo.
Jumping horse.
Yo, what lane? They ain't got a lane for y'all out here? he turned around like, why you on my ass, fam? Bump
Man,
the
he
bump,
really
fam.
is. This is like kangaroo road rage. But it's like you got all that muscle, but you just don't have mobility.
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
Right? So like you got all that muscle, but you can't get a swing on.
He tried to pick the car up and realized he couldn't. He was like, pick this thing. I can't.
There you have it for darkness, dread. Fear.
Yeah.
Should you always face it? You know,
No,
if you're afraid of
no.
a dog, should you pet its
No,
face?
no.
If you're afraid of a spider,
No.
should you let it crawl
That's
on you?
stupid. When people tell you that stuff, that's stupid. No,
Yeah.
if you're afraid of something, you not need to just go at it head on. I'm not about to go hug no raccoon right now
Hey,
for no reason.
Hey, you don't need to hug him. You just need to shake hands with him.
No. It's a truce, all right? Me and you.
Look, man.
Tell the others.
Look, I can't stand you, but let me get a hold of that little hand. Well, look, you may never do it, but everybody in this category, they're going to. Take a look at Face Your Fear. I'm scared, but I'm gonna go for it. I should have been scared.
You gonna face your fear in the house?
I can't even like ride a bike, honestly. Oh, here we go. Look, I hate spiders, so the best thing I can do is try to murder one from a distance.
Don't ever get a spider on the ceiling, though.
Yo, hey, that motherfucker smelt the fear and swooped down.
Yeah. Use that little web and swung down.
Spider-Man, that's Spider-Man.
I'm looking for a man's mouth.
He's on your face for sure.
Come on, squirrel.
Is that a squirrel?
Here we go. Here we go.
That's a flying squirrel.
Why?
That mother flew for real.
Freedom! He really did, man. Like straight for the ankles.
I'm gonna snap.
Okay, it's like my senior year and
I
like,
will have a heart attack. Like, I will actually have a heart attack and I could die.
Meese make me so scared. Senior 2020 in quarantine. Okay, I'm settled down. I wonder how 2021's doing for her. You know what I mean? What's her first year out like right now? You know what I mean? Like, I graduated. Oh, anyway. Oh, I'm gonna wax this nose.
Give me your hand.
Does he have a tongue ring?
I don't trust this guy.
Okay, look, wax everything you got, sir. We'll be right back with more ridiculousness. You know, life can be scary.
Yes.
All right? Do you remember the very first time you were scared?
No.
No. Tried to get you back to memories that don't exist for you anymore.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't remember.
Look, this morning my 3-year-old son looked at me and said, "Hey, I slept good last night."
He said
He said that?
Yeah, and I was
Slept
like,
good?
"Oh." I'm like, "Oh, like, that's great to hear. Why?" He's like, "Oh, there was no bad guys in my room." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So like every night, normally I guess, bad guys are in his room and he can't sleep.
Yeah, man, you can't sleep with bad guys in there.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Is he fighting them himself?
I don't know. Like,
How's he just bringing this problem to you?
I've heard like one time
Rumors throughout the house.
he sleeps completely covered, and I'm like, "Why do you have a cover over your face?" And he's like, "Oh, so the bad guys can't get me." And I said, "Oh, there ain't no bad guys in here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did some bad guy sweeps.
Yeah.
Like, look, hey, you know, you sweep for bad guys. Like, look,
Yeah.
it's clean as a whistle in here. You know? I didn't realize he just like, okay, cool, and then like was petrified every night. But that's the thing, you discover being scared. You know what I mean? Like those first couple years, it's just kind of like whatever.
That's
Then
true.
all of a sudden, I'm alone. The world's scary.
That's
you know what I mean? This category right here is dedicated to young kids in that face of fear. Take a look at toddler terror. Oh boy. AKA Wolf Dad, AKA Dick Dad, AKA... What's that? Does that say Daddy's Monster?
Daddy's number one
Daddy's
boy.
number one boy.
You're number 2 now.
Man, you ripped that shirt off and slammed it on the ground. Find yourself another number one boy.
Don't move. What is it? Oh!
Look at his eye.
like he's about to get eaten alive right now.
Get it, son, get it.
The way the dad reacted is so funny.
I know.
He's like, oh, what is it? Oh.
Okay, this is up.
Oh, man, you surrounded, Brim.
Surround him? Oh, now you're gonna charge him?
Man, oh, man.
This guy's breaking down. That's not cool. Okay, no, that's cool. Oh, okay, it's not cool.
This is
Man.
so cute.
Man, let him move. Oh, it's like death is looking him in the eyes right now.
They can just move the car for him.
No, they set him in front of death and made him face death one-on-one. He's never gonna look at Target the same. Scarred by Target forever. Oh no, Mickey. No, breakdown. Oh, breakdown. Oh,
It might as well be a real gun. Don't shoot, Brim.
I'm always so sad for him.
We was brothers, man.
Oh, there you have it for toddler terror. Okay, look. Have you ever accidentally scared yourself?
Yeah, lots of times.
Yeah,
what?
like you never farted in your sleep and woke up and been like, what the was that? They breaking in?
I haven't. I don't know. Because now that you say it, maybe I have. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of the night, I wouldn't know it.
I've literally turned off my light, and then as I like go to walk to my bed in the dark, I see the plant, and I'm like, what the is that? And I'm like, it's your plant. Calm down. Like, you know.
Okay, everybody in this category right here are filled with self-scares. Take a look.
Life alert.
Oh, man.
Grandma!
Is she wearing her life alert?
Grandma!
Man, imagine you killed your grandma by her looking at herself. Being so scared to death. I'm like, who the foo is that? Say goodbye, world. Say hello, poo-poo.
Oh, my.
Okay.
The baby
Who shot me? Who shot me?
Literally reborn.
Literally.
Everything
like
made more
born
sense.
all over again. Like, hello, hello, world.
I've arrived.
Hello, world.
That's so cute.
From the afterlife. Oh.
This was me as a kid. This was me as a baby, nonstop.
Man.
Like I was 2.5.
You were scared of your shadow. Now you have a
ran
dog
from
that
my
chases shadows.
My dog wants to kill shadows, yeah.
Man, that's destiny.
Yeah.
That's destiny right there.
So there's this.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Wait, that was great.
So go back. Like she legit kicked her feet and thought someone was attacking her.
So there's this. No.
This girl is funny.
Yes.
You're done.
Let's not be mean to yourself, but you certainly did something. What on God's...
Oh my God.
Who is that?
He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed of what he does.
Look at the pain. Look at the
Like,
pain.
this is you.
This is
The
okay.
hell you bring to us.
Are you okay?
Traumatic. It's like he don't get out.
Yeah, that's a baby that's never gonna cry again. We'll be right back with more Ridiculousness. Welcome back to Ridiculousness. Give it up for our guest, David Arquette.
Thank you.
Okay, we're coming back for Scream 5. What's up? Did you ever
What?
think that was happening?
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
love playing the role with Dewey. It's so much fun.
I mean, do you think it'll go on to like 10 or 15 at this point?
I don't know, probably.
I mean, it could never stop, right?
It's wild being part of a movie for 25 years. It's like you don't really get that opportunity.
Yeah,
So,
right?
It's so fun.
And like, look, do like your kids now, like, do they like to be scared or they try to scare you? I just picture like your kids are like hiding as you come around and just,
Yeah, my one son, Charlie, is big on scaring people.
you know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and does it work? Like, do you get startled?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be careful. When I...
Can't hit your son.
Yeah. This category is proof that you can get shocked when you get scared. Take a look at jump scares.
Who Who gets scared like this? How do you get scared and become a monster? You get scared into a monster, bro.
Hello. Yeah, I used to do gymnastics.
I'm not a Tigers fan.
Like, I mean, perfectly flipped into the direction he needed to go. Oh, I'm gonna go back.
A hacky sack with a rat.
But like, man, that rat was committed.
And they got they got
Man, you do, hey, first of all.
You can get hey, so easy.
No.
They just hand those out.
It's fake. You can go make this fake A look bad.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That is so perfect. So
This is just perfect.
Nancy with it.
Nancy.
Oh, come here. Let me scare you.
Nancy.
Yes, I see. Oh.
He had no idea.
No clue.
Dude, I love when animals have names like this.
What was his name?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Pose with it.
She looks like a Nancy. You know what I mean? Like. There you have it for jump scares.